Well, we're back at the Cookery Kitchen. It's one thing to be a world star in one field, to be successful in two. I think it's the mark of a very talented person. I'm with Paul Young. We know you as a singer, Paul, but we're getting to know you as a chef and a cook as well.
That's right, yeah. I mean, I'm still learning all the time as I go along. But I have started with a few kind of family favourites and put them into a cookbook.
Now, we spoke a couple of weeks ago when you were here in Plymouth talking about Paul Young, recipes found on my travels, and you've been travelling, signing the books and giving people a chance to see what's inside the book. I've had a chance to read it since then, and it is a lovely book. And it's very, very sort of southwest oriented, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's orientated. Well, there are some stuff from Italy, Spain, Portugal, and at home. But yeah, a lot of it's from the southwest. I think the cuisine down there is very interesting and no one's really gone into it in the UK.
Now, you obviously we knew you as a pop star from the early 80s, but that was in a way that was a catalyst to you doing this, wasn't it? Because you sort of investigated cooking on the road. Yeah,
it's kind of a knock-on effect, really. I was always into good food on the road. The keyboard player that was with me got me into it. He was a good cook, and so our treat was going to a nice restaurant when we had a night off, and it kind of all spiralled on from there, really. Every time I ate something good, I thought, well, I don't want to wait until I come back here before I can have it again. I want to learn to cook it at home.
And you've done cookery on TV in the sort of competitive style, haven't you?
I have, yeah. Yeah, I did MasterChef. That is hard, because the thing is, you've got to constantly come up with something new. And also, it's all down to you. You're not being taught anything. So Hell's Kitchen was much more informative for me, and I learnt much more, you know. And I learnt it from one of the best too. So.
And I mean, one of the things you did say to me when we talked before was that, you know, you don't claim to be a top-line professional chef, so therefore if you can do these recipes, so can anyone else.
Yeah, it's very much that thing. Although I was heartened to read on a tweet the other day, I think it was, that Raymond Blanc was never taught. He's a self-taught chef. So there's hope for all of us.
Now, you're a dad, of course. I mean, do your children following you into the kitchen?
Well, actually, Levi's starting to call me up for some of the recipes now, yeah. So she's starting to. Layla's got a little bit of an interest, but I don't think kids really get into it until their 20s, unless it's going to be their vocation, and then I think you'll find them doing it at about 10 or 12. So.
Now, it's all about cookery and recipes and food today, but you're still a working musician, aren't you? Yeah,
in fact, I'm off tomorrow to Copenhagen to rehearse for the next upcoming shows.
Okay, and is that as Paul Young or as Pacamino's?
That's as Paul Young, but then I'm going off to Belgium to do the shows, and then I've got to find some way of getting from Belgium to Upton near Birmingham, because Los Pacaminos are playing.
Well, at least we know one thing's for sure, you'll be eating well on the road.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, Paul, we look forward to seeing you on the kitchen and back at Waterstones this afternoon as well.
Yes, that's right. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Lovely to talk to you.